Properly cleaning deep PC components requires explosive physical force. You need rapid, localized pressure to physically rip stubborn dust off delicate circuitry. If you've been anywhere online recently, you've likely been flooded with short, aggressive videos promising miracle cleaning hacks for exactly this problem. They all push the exact same product profile: a battery-powered electric duster boasting massive, eye-catching numbers like 110,000 RPM. When marketing relies heavily on flashy numbers, it's natural to question whether a small battery and a fan blade can actually rival the raw pressure of compressed gas. Printing a six-figure RPM spec on a cardboard box does not automatically make a device a viable replacement for traditional maintenance tools. We need to look at the physics. The traditional disposable can of compressed air is the baseline for tech maintenance. We know exactly how it works and what it costs. We also know its frustrations. The cans freeze over and lose pressure after 20 seconds of use. They run out quickly, and buying them is a recurring drain on your wallet. The mechanical question is straightforward. Can an expensive motorized impeller actually match the localized high-pressure burst of a tiny plastic straw? To find out, we have to evaluate actual cleaning performance, component safety, and the long-term financial costs of making the switch. This evaluation is about safely protecting expensive hardware from thermal throttling and dust buildup without wasting money on empty hype. Traditional canned air generates highly targeted pressure. It forces a liquid-to-gas phase change through a narrow straw to create a sharp, surgical strike of air. An electric duster uses a completely different method called impeller displacement. A motor spins rapidly to pull ambient room air in through the back and force it out the front. This displacement creates a massive, continuous wall of air. It lacks the pinpoint accuracy of a thin straw. This chart maps airflow volume against pinpoint precision. Canned air lands in the bottom right, precise but lacking volume. The electric duster operates opposite, delivering massive volume with zero precision. This high-volume profile is perfect for sweeping a desk or large PC radiator. Because electric dusters act as broad surface sweepers, they fail as surgical picks for clearing out deep keyboard crevices or tightly packed heat sinks. The electric duster holds one major operational advantage over gas. You can hold the trigger down for 20 continuous minutes without the device freezing in your hand or losing pressure. That uninterrupted air supply introduces a new burden. You now have to manage battery levels and tolerate mandatory downtime for charging. There is also a hidden drawback, heavily obscured by the marketing videos. These devices produce extreme, high-pitched noise pollution. A motor spinning at 110,000 RPM creates intense mechanical vibration and severe acoustic disruption that easily travels through a desk surface. Furthermore, the entire device's lifespan is inextricably tied to an internal lithium-ion battery. That battery will inevitably degrade and fail after a few years of charge cycles. Upgrading to an uninterrupted air supply means you have to sacrifice acoustic comfort and accept that the tool has a hard expiration date. Traditional canned air carries a catastrophic risk. If you tilt the can while spraying, you will blast freezing liquid refrigerants directly onto hot, sensitive motherboard components. The electric duster completely eliminates this specific thermal shock and liquid damage risk. However, it has its own unique vulnerability. An electric motor must pull in ambient room air to function, which means taking in local humidity and existing dust. This diagram shows how the duster processes the surrounding environment. It inhales floating room particles, accelerates them, and forcefully ejects them, unlike the sterile, filtered gas of a can. Despite pulling in room air, the sheer exit velocity usually prevents that ambient dust from settling back onto the components you are trying to clean. Both systems carry distinct caveats, but the electric duster is significantly safer for novice users trying to avoid catastrophic liquid damage. The price difference is stark. Electric dusters are $80, while disposable cans are $5. This graph tracks the cumulative cost of canned air. The recurring expense climbs quickly over 2 years. But mapping the $80 electric duster, the lines intersect at the 6-month mark. When the battery eventually dies, it becomes e-waste, resetting the equation entirely. The electric duster is only a sound financial investment if your cleaning frequency gets you to that break-even point long before the battery inevitably degrades. This brings us to a simple decision tree. What is the primary target you are trying to clean? If you are clearing deep PC heat sinks, delicate camera sensors, or mechanical switches, you need precision. Stick to the status quo and use canned air. If your routine involves broad desk maintenance, cleaning car interiors, or blowing out large mesh filters, you need volume. You are the ideal user for the modern electric alternative. The electric duster is the ultimate tool for the routine optimizer who maintains broad surfaces on a weekly basis. Infrequent cleaners and precision technicians should ignore the aggressive marketing entirely and stick to compressed gas. Understanding the physics of how air is delivered to your hardware matters far more than buying into the highest RPM number printed on a box. If the high-volume approach fits your workflow, you can check out the exact model we verified in the description below.